channel.
Glad to see you on the other spectrum of life here. Hold on. It's going to be a little, I can probably put my mic on, but I think you could probably hear me without that, right? I think you're good. Can you hear me?
Hear me? Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I wonder if I should bring you closer. Then I can put my little headset on, but I think it's okay. Yeah. So tell me, there's no views because I'm usually on around 3:00 in the stateside. But it all depends. People will slowly come in. So this is kind of like an interesting format. I feel as if going live, actually, if you're trying to get monetized on here, going live, I feel as if the right approach to developing a new channel. Yeah, once I'm trying to monetize this channel, it's not there yet, but it's a thought, and I think it's important to do because, say, for instance, I go back to South Africa for who knows what situation. I can carry, just like TikTok, I can carry this along with me and I'll still generate some sort of income, right? Okay. This is like hypothetically speaking. Okay. I know my hair's a mess. I'm trying to grow it out because you can see I over-dyed it. And when you over-dye your hair, it kind of gets damaged. So so it's casual. Yeah. Okay. I over-dyed my hair. I am not going to lie.
You can tell my earphone?
I can hear you. There's a slight glitch, but you know what? I'm going to put my earphones in. Let's try this out.
Actually,
I charge
my earphone.
I actually should have Bluetooth small little pods and see the cat ears, but as long as I don't move, it might be okay.
Can you hear me from this distance?
Yeah, I can. Hold on. Okay. I don't usually use these because you can see. I could probably, no, in theory, you know what? Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Wow, that's very strong. Yeah, I can also hear you. That's probably even better.
Oh, well.
Say it again?
I need to charge my earphone.
Oh, I see. Is it Bluetooth? I suppose it is Bluetooth.
You know?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I'm not using my earphone.
I'm just trying to... Right. I totally hear you there.
Yay. I'm live.
You are live. I'm trying to see if I can use this, but I can't. I need to get a new another extension. That's why it's fine. We're good. We're gonna do it this way. Hi everybody. Hi. Hello. Hi. So this is my friend from Indonesia.
Hi.
We're speaking from around the world, and I think I was discussing the last time somebody was interested in India, coming over and having a talk from India on the lives. So I'm trying to make this an international kind of platform, like I'm trying to do on the other platform, because I feel it's important that people have a conversation on a global spectrum rather than just a local, because we're all coming from around the world. Oh, you're so sweet. You see all these compliments. You see why I come back on here? We get compliments here.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Kensley Hatcher. Is that correct? Christina Curry. Therian. You support me that I'm Therian? Well, I think it's important. I mean, if we're talking about global, I think it's important to acknowledge that everybody's from around the world. So I think, I think this is a good place to start talking about this kind of stuff. Like I had a person from Egypt a while ago, and we had a discussion on the arts and maybe a little bit of politics, and just, it's like an advanced kind of discussion, but everybody can relate to name of the car for edit. So I have to sometimes monetize this myself, because there are some people that say some very strange things on here. So I'm going to keep an eye on the writing, and then if I need to do something.
What are we talking about? We've just started.
We just started the conversation. It's nothing too crazy. Okay, so let's go back into the discussion of let's first talk about how we met, even though we've talked about this already. We met in high school because Finny went to the same high school as me. So she was in the United States, which is why she's speaking very, very good, fantastic English, because that is what she was studying.
But I could speak.
No, it's absolutely amazing. But you are living in Jakarta.
I am
So
living
we
in
finally. What is this person talking about?
Just continue. Okay.
I'm gonna just report. Report seems very. I think it's probably harassment if I'm not sure.
Why are
but
you
let's. Yeah, I think it's. So there are some very strange things that do happen on YouTube. So this is, one has to be very cautious as to why these people are coming on and trying to mock people. So I've had my moments on YouTube. I just sometimes I am channel
harassment?
activity ad. Yeah, I have already. Yeah.
Mary.
Did I remove the person? I think I reported. Let's try that again.
Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's try that. Yes. They'll eventually get to that. So I'm not we're doing a very casual day. I don't have my hairpiece on or whatever. You see this? This is why there are some very unusual things and conversations that happen on here that I kind of become wary of. I don't know if TikTok is like this. Do you have this problem on TikTok?
No.
So this is a very. Why is this person still on there? Hide user to this channel. Let's hide that channel user. Okay. We finally canceled that. Hopefully it will get back to them. This is the internet.
What do you expect?
Because unfortunately, in some platforms, this does not happen. So this is, yeah, I'm just reading this person. This is because people are rude and belligerent, and they assume that it's okay to talk to people behind the glass. And I come in, and we're supposed to have an international discussion, and this is now becoming a problem.
It's okay, just let them be, and we.
Okay, we talk. Okay, we're gonna talk. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let them, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it at the same time. Okay, so tell me more about the experience in. Give me a comparison and how you felt living in the States versus living in Indonesia. Let's do a comparison from your experience.
From my experience,
anything, whether it's food, whether it's social, whether it's whatever it is. Just
it was hard.
Yeah.
Because in Indonesia, food is pretty much you pretty much could find food 24 hours a day, right?
Wow.
In America, I mean, places are probably closed by what?
8 o'clock. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. Absolutely.
Stalls here at any time, pretty much. So on the big road, usually, yeah. Look, I get nervous and I sound like I cannot talk in English.
No, you're good. You're doing fantastic. You're doing good. No, this is a great conversation. But this is like you're getting experience to see what's going on YouTube side too. So this is good to know. These are all the things you're learning from how this is actually the interaction as well, which is great. It's a little bit different on TikTok, as you know. I mean, I think you're socializing with people more specifically in Indonesia versus people. Oh, you're fine. Versus, and this is definitely, I don't even know where's everybody from? Let's hear what everybody's from. Hello, can I get it? Of course you can. Frank, Zelenix.
Why do men dress up like? No, we're women. Hey. We're women.
I think this is, yeah, no, don't even, like, do I need to, like, report this person again? There's more people. No, we're not
Sure.
fueling any fire. I think it is important to have a discussion on global spectrum. That's what my channel is about. I'm international. I'm half American, half South African. Okay.
I'm pure
Finney's Indonesian. Okay.
Indonesian.
And she's lived in the United States.
Yeah.
And
I
you know
moved
what?
there myself, and I was
Yeah.
there until I was about 25. Yeah. Turning 25, not 25 yet, but I went back.
Falansky.
I went
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay.
last, yes,
Okay.
Velasquez.
Hi from thank you for coming over to visit us from Florida. Yeah, we're whole. I mean, I think there are a lot of people from around the world here. Japan. Really? Anthony? Are you living in Japan? Are you sure?
Are you living there now?
Maybe you're living in Japan. Are you living in Japan? That's cool. I lived in Japan. Yeah, very cool. America. Yes. No, I like the fact that there's a whole international spectrum here.
Okay, Velasquez. When I'm Indonesian, I would be able to pronounce it.
But yeah.
That's the way we would say Velasquez. But anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Velasquez. Okay. Pew pew.
Overseas. And so, yeah, well, I mean, I think everybody's from overseas at this stage, right? YouTube is full of people from around the world. I'm not dressing up for a simple reason. I don't think I need to dress up all the time. You know, that's
from El Salvador, and I'm in
El
America.
Salvador. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back into the discussion. So you've had an experience with living in the States. Yeah, the food thing, I have to say, the United States has finally, well, at least in Maryland, they have more restaurants that are East Asian. So you have some Malaysian, you have obviously everybody has a Thai restaurant somewhere, right? So we have the Thai restaurants. There are definitely fewer Indonesian restaurants, but they are there. There are there.
When I was
I think it's a new thing. There's like a new trend that's going on, and those bubble drinks that are happening now never existed before.
Okay.
But there is a similarity when it comes to food with what you find. I don't know how similar is Thai food to Indonesian food. I think they're closely related in regards to dishes, right?
I'm at home. This is my room. I'm in Indonesia. She's in the US.
And I'm in the States. Yes. So we're talking from across the globe.
Yes.
Which I think is very cool, right? I think that's a pretty expressive and a very interesting thing to be able to go live on a social platform. I mean, the same thing happens on TikTok too, right? But
right.
I think
California. My brother is living in California, by the way.
That's cool.
I've been there twice already. Visiting. I've been to California before, visiting my brother. So. How many countries?
There you go.
I've only lived in two countries my whole life, in America and then here. But I was in America for 13 years.
That's cool.
It's a different
Indonesian restaurant.
How do you like it? I mean, we're very rich on spice. I would say spices.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, we're very very rich. Okay, it's okay. Well, you haven't tasted real Indonesian food. Then it's very good.
No, if it's really I mean I'm yeah, it's amazing.
Like
that's
if you're
why
the foods on the street, well, don't even start with me on that. You know, you'll get fat for sure if you're here. I mean, you'll get not back. Like I used to be very very tiny, so. Well, I like Indonesian food, especially because you guys don't use pork.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's true. That's true. Isn't it true? I don't. You probably use a little bit.
Okay, there's an ethnic in Indonesia called my ethnic Batak. Our one of our main foods is pork, basically. So
okay. Well, there you go.
So And since I'm a I'm a Christian, I'm able to eat them. So
Right.
have you
So versus being
have
Hindu
I
or
been to
Muslim, that be
Spain?
yeah.
Oh no, not yet. I've been to some parts of Europe, but not Spain. I've been to Europe, but not Spain.
Mhm. 12 countries, my goodness, that's a lot of countries to be living in.
Oh,
Did you
oh,
live?
I've
That's
lived in
impressive.
countries, but I've been to a lot of countries
Okay, so traveled around the world basically, yeah.
for traveling, but I've only lived in two different countries. You see, but I've been to Europe. I've been to a lot of parts of Asia. I've been to, yeah, pretty much. Uh, I've been to UAE, so I've been to the
Mhm,
uh,
mhm.
eastern part of the world too. So I've been to a lot of places. Yeah, so I'm a traveler too.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, especially in the position that you're in, I'm sure you probably can
I've
do a
been
whole
to
bunch of things, yeah. And was this, like, after you got back from the States or while you were in the United States? Probably after, right?
just visit. Okay, I
Okay.
didn't really like to travel when I was in the States.
Okay, so it's
So
only been
different
after.
and on the East Coast. Like I told you, I've only been to California on the West Coast side. I've only
Mhm,
been
mhm,
to
mhm.
What are any tradition you have in Indonesia? What kind of tradition would you like to know? Like wow, tradition. Like like there's a bunch of
Culture,
ed, but when
yeah.
I'm like I go blank. So what is it? What kind
How
of
about
tradition?
tradition is a little bit of a rough one. Let's go into culture. Let's talk more about a cultural experience because tradition can get very there are lots of things that go on with the tradition and
The
it gets a little yeah, it gets a
traffic,
little
by
fuzzy, you know?
the traffic here is ridiculous. By the way, it's
Oh, are
really
you seeing this?
uh,
It goes up and down. Sometimes I have like 400 people on here. And
no.
then
I'm
but I
traffic on the road. If you're
oh,
talking,
on the roads. Sorry, my
you're,
bad.
you're
Um
talking cultural things, right? Yeah,
yeah. And what about do people use scooters? I think I saw
cycles
is it
here.
all motorcycles and scooters? How about cars?
Lots of people using cars. People would
Okay.
rent cars than the public transportations here
Oh, really? The public transport is the it's not okay. It's
sometimes.
probably like South Africa. The public transport is
But
still undeveloped in
they
South Africa.
have,
Not all places, but some.
they have MRT now here, and it's similar to subways. So
Okay. That's
they
cool.
just
That's very interesting.
for the past few years. So and I haven't tried it. So, but I was I was one of those people who was very happy to hear that we finally had that kind of transportation.
Mhm.
Something that people back when I was like when I was in Indonesia in the 90s, that was only just
Mhm.
to be able to have that kind of transportation. And the first
Right,
time
right.
and I saw how 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 ridiculously nice the subways are, right? Like the one in Dupont Circle as you go
Oh,
down. Very
you're talking about our area, the States. You think our transportation is that good? Have you been to Japan? Because the Japanese transport is amazing.
but I'm saying in comparison to Jakarta, like we've never had anything.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? So the first time
Yeah.
that everybody was so they were so happy and they were just like, oh my gosh, we're actually catching up with with the world.
That's good. That's good. Well, that's the same thing applies for South Africa. For many years, it was very behind on public transports, and they still have listen, even the transports and cars, lots of things are going on there. So it's I'm just glad to be back in the States because I was skeptical about traveling without transport in South Africa, for instance, because yeah, the cars it doesn't work the same way.
Subway, buses, they're really good in the States.
Yeah.
I mean we have busway. Those are buses that goes in the middle of the road, like they put it on the middle of the road. One could actually,
sort of like trolleys, like a trolley type of thing.
They're buses,
but they're buses, but not trolleys. They're not on a
They have their own paths in the middle of the.
Okay.
And it's not. Okay. I think it's pretty good, but it's not wow or anything.
Not
it's
the same.
Pretty good.
Okay, so how do you get around in Indonesia? How do you get around in Indonesia? Do you have a scooter? Do you have a car?
Taxis. I don't drive. I would pay for taxis.
Oh, okay. So public transport in some form.
Expensive public transportation, but I could afford it, so why not?
Right.
So yeah, I used taxi, like taxi to go around. I used a taxi. What kind of food do you have in Indonesia? Spicy food. We have like fried food. We have sweet as well. I mean, martabak is, people love martabak, whether it's martabak only with eggs.
What is that?
Martabak is like,
it's like a dessert, right?
I wouldn't call it a dessert too, but it is like a dessert. But it's not. But I mean, you get full with it too.
Okay. Like, is it like that dry? Is it like a?
It's not something you eat after you eat something else. You see what it?
So it's eaten with a meal. Okay.
No, it's eaten by itself. It could be a meal.
Okay. Interesting.
I see. So I'm in martabak. Nice, I think.
Hello, welcome in. Thanks for coming over. We have, my friend is from Indonesia and I'm living in the United States, and we're just having a nice little casual conversation here because I feel as if, we like to integrate discussions on this channel specifically because, just because I do music doesn't mean that I do multimedia arts. And when I did my master's in arts, it was all about culture. So this discussion is a good discussion in regards to, or the channel more specifically. It's important to kind of bring up these things once in a while. Yeah.
Filipino.
Oh, yeah. Filipino host. That's wonderful. Love it. I think Mahal is that how you pronounce it? Mahal Kita. I think she invited you to join her did you invite my friend to join you on that on your channel? That would be kind of interesting because you're close by, right? Philippines and Indonesia is around the corner. How cool is that?
We're neighbors. Yeah.
Neighbors. There you go.
Thank you, host. Yeah.
And my friend's a bit of a celebrity on TikTok, I have to tell you. She's a little bit of a she's going to be modest about it though. she got some yes, she's doing pretty good there,
I guess.
So she's we have a little star. Well, we have a big star here on her channel today. Let's put it that way. She's just in Indonesia right now. Yeah.
Put beans and ant meat cheese. Pupusas. Okay. I've never heard of it.
Where's that located? It's Peru. Not in Indonesia. Peru, okay.
What are chicharrones, by the way? Can I have a pink strawberry drink and a green avocado drink? Oh, you can find juices here are nice. Actually, they make fresh juices all the time. Like when you go to, because when we eat meals, we would have like a full complete meals, right? We would have the meat or the beef with the rice, and then with the vegetables, and then in the end you might want to drink some juice, right? Yeah, we have juices here,
and fresh juices.
They make fresh.
So do you have something like sugarcane juice. What about sugarcane juice?
Sugarcane. What is this?
So
What's
sugarcane, sugarcane is used to make sugar, right? But it actually comes, it looks like a bamboo cane. And what you do is you can press it and juice comes out of it. And that's what creates the sugar. You guys don't have sugarcane in Indonesia? You
we might
must have sugarcane.
probably I don't know what it is. Perhaps.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let's
have
go on here. Let's give an assessment. It looks just like bamboo. I mean, when I saw it the first time, I was like, what is this? Are we eating bamboo? Are we drinking bamboo juice? Yeah, sugarcane. Let's show you sugarcane. So this is before sugar is created into a crystallized form, right? Sugarcane. And it actually comes from it's a sugarcane image.
Suddenly I just sound like I don't speak in English.
Oh,
That's why
you're good.
it's not my accent is pretty much gone right now.
You're good.
I speak English with an Indonesian accent right now. But it's okay.
Let's see if I can get a good.
I-
So it literally looks. Oops, I shouldn't show that. It literally looks like
here with us.
Like it literally looks like bamboo. Yeah.
Have them. I think you do have the juice.
Yeah. So what would happen is you would.
It's rare that they sell them. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I don't think they. Yeah, I think a lot of the times it would already be pre-created into a juice or sugar, because that's what you make sugar out of, right? So we go to the Cambodian festival once a year because they do that every New Year's, right? And when I go there, a lot of the times they have the sugar cane. So you're watching the sugar cane go into this machine and they compress it and they make the juices out of that. So it's pretty interesting. In the Chinese markets, you can actually buy straight sugarcane, which is interesting. So yeah. And what about coconuts? You guys have a lot of coconut there.
Oh.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you for popping over, guys.
I love coconuts.
Do you want to be a moderator host? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you would. Are there lots of course you can.
Please give me a moderator.
A moderator host. I see. So you're not from this side. Yeah, it's been rough, hey. And the problem is with that's why I do my own moderation on many occasions, because our time periods are different and it's very hard to get people on at exactly the same time. Okay. So, and don't forget they're people from overseas. So you don't know, you say, yeah, you say one type of time period and then the other person might have a different time period. So it gets a little interesting. You have to kind of calculate it properly, if I'm correct. But it's fine. I think you can do the moderation. It's very hard on here. Sometimes even I have like this, oh my gosh, anxiety moment. But you can control the moderation on your own for now, unless you have like 60,000 people. And then I would recommend a larger collection and have probably a moderator. So, okay, and let's talk about other dishes. So desserts. Tell us about the desserts in Indonesia. Let's give us a whole. You're gonna make me hungry, but yes.
I suppose, but some desserts they're fulfilling, I guess. I mean, they're fulfilling. They're tasty desserts. What can I say? But me, I don't. I mean, I don't really eat a lot of sweets all the time. So I mean, I eat big meals like with rice, but I don't snack on the side. I don't really, eat sweets.
Okay, so that's not so balancing out your meal, because
eat sweets, right? The cake,
which is even though they're good, we know that there's a lot of cholesterol in there. So
a lot of sugar on rice, by the way.
Yeah. Do you have something that they call mango sticky rice? I know they have it in Thailand, but is there something that's similar in
That's a Thai food, right?
It is. But is there something that has a similar thing in Yeah, same thing, right? Just called something different.
Would just say it's mango sticky rice from.
Oh, that. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's good to know.
I mean, we have what you call rujak, which is like salad, sort of like salad. I mean, a mix of different foods, food. I mean, different fruits put together. So, and then they'll have some kind of
Like a coconut sauce or something.
yeah, that's right.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Yeah, of course you've had it. You've lived there,
I mean,
right?
yeah, and I'm with the guy that I'm with is Cambodian, so
Uh,
I sit
I'll,
and I will
I'll
not eat Western food. I am not a Western food eater.
out.
Anything Asian, I'll eat, but Western food, don't give me a burger, I won't eat it. And
Oh,
if you
really?
are gonna, yeah, if you're going to give me a burger, give me a chopstick. I'm not gonna use a knife and a fork or my
Oh,
hands.
really?
Yeah,
What?
I'm a little weird.
I love Burger King actually, and they have it here. So I love
She's not
burger.
from the UK. She's from Indonesia. I mean, she's probably gone to the UK.
No,
Vinny's probably. Oh, never.
yeah.
Vinny's never. Yeah.
I really want to go there someday though. Girl on the right looks like she's from the UK, and she's dressed for the revolution, man. Huh? What do you mean by that?
I don't know what that means.
I just
That's
like
weird.
in El Central America, they have a sweet rice. No, I mean my the rice here
Oh,
is
interesting.
but it contains sugar. You see, they're not sweet as in like when you eat you feel like it's sweet, but it
It's
contains
yeah.
stuff that is made of sugar, right?
And then what about the condensed milk? Do they use a lot of condensed milk? I know in Cambodia they use a lot of condensed milk for desserts. Even Vietnam, same thing. Condensed milk is like the
Oh
primary
yeah. Oh, and sometimes
primary. Yeah,
oh,
they use it. Yeah, it's
yeah,
primary.
for a
So
lot of the
that's
they do. Yeah,
right.
some
Because it's creamy and it's sugary. So it's just like it's piled on, right?
there
So
are.
that's
I'm saying I don't eat them all the time. So no, I'm from. So I look like I'm from the UK. Cool. That's how I get that idea, but okay. Hey,
Oh, I play
what
piano and I produce music and my friend
I
used to sing in high school.
a little bit of piano. I know.
Oh, you do a little bit of piano too.
Learn a little bit of piano, but I don't play it like
Oh.
you see what I
So
mean?
do you still have a piano lying around your place?
Yeah, there's a piano here. My mom plays piano really well, actually. My mom has me
Okay,
play.
we need to hear a concert sometime. Really? Well, if you had never asked that question, I would never have known you were involved
I
in
I have learned. I mean, I've had even
very interesting.
I just quit piano lessons recently because I don't have time for it. But I learned from zero as an adult actually playing the
Oh, okay,
piano.
so you're actually formally trained, and you're saying you're just playing a little bit. I was like, yeah, no, like myself.
Very because if you ask me to really play while I'm reading the notes, I'm not very good at it. You see what I mean?
Oh, that's
And I'm
called sight reading. Not everybody's great with sight reading. I have to practice it a few
not,
times to actually do
I'm
that.
not
Yeah.
very good at reading. Like even as I was in a how when you're in a choir you have to be able to side read. Like I'm not very good at it,
Yes,
and
that's
and
just the
I
treble clef. It's easy to do the treble clef, though. The bass
but
clef is the part that's complicated.
yes, but follow along with people. You
Okay.
see, I'm
Okay,
good.
that's interesting.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
not. Do I know how to side read? Not really. So
Okay. Okay.
as a child, when I learned piano on and off since I was younger. But I just recently quit learning piano after, after starting again learning from zero as an adult. You see what I mean? But I have
Yeah.
learned how to play it on and off, and I guess I don't have talent on it. So, anyways, but I
I don't
tried.
it's yeah, no, I don't I hey, I will be the judge. You need to play the piano though. We'll talk. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want to shot embarrass. No, no, you're good. I think everybody has,
But I have
piano. I come from a background of musicians. My mom is a musician, my sister's a musician, so for me, it just became this normal thing to be part of my life. If I don't have music in my life, I go a little, like,
Yeah, I would
art
too.
a little arty. Arty-tarty, that's me.
Yeah, like if you don't play any instrument, like just listening to music, it's something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Music
it
is
is something. Yeah, it is something. But I do feel as if, if you like you've experienced, I do feel like the music, at least in my case, if I don't have it in my life, it's like
yeah,
my therapy.
yeah.
I
Like
don't
I'm
Yeah,
same thing.
I use
Same
it for the yeah,
thing.
exactly. So you get it. So you understand this whole thing. This is exactly.
Play any instrument or sing to feel music, to love music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just by listening to music, like seeing people playing music and singing, it's. I mean, it's an experience. You see what I mean? It's
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's something.
You like rhythm and blues piano? Yeah, where are you from? Are you from the States? That's, I think, predominantly a lot of, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're living or the location that you grew up in. I know I grew up in the States and I have, my family was very into jazz. My dad's American. So I learned the jazz stuff, right? That was like part of what I did. And then also classical because my mom's an opera singer and all that stuff. So it became part of the process to integrate. Somebody was Pico's side, yeah, was just bringing up the rhythm and blues. So I'm just kind of like incorporating that into the discussion there. Yeah, I think it just depends on your upbringing, like what you grew up with, and that's the type of music you'll generally get involved with in some way or another. Like I didn't grow up with country. I'm like, what is country? Like, and
But
I
I
listen to you know what I
do love
mean?
music too. I mean, I listen to all types of music.
I
I would
listened to the gamelan as a kid. My mom has a gamelan in her house.
really.
Yes, we have Indonesian instrument. We have the whole, yeah, no, it's like she has the whole,
Really?
yes, yes. So
Wow.
so we have, yeah, she's very into this whole, she loves to have it as a display, and then she has her masks. Oh, let me show you. I wonder if I have a picture of it. Um yeah, it's a very interesting background. Keep going. Let's talk. Okay, what about Indonesian instruments? Can you give us more discussion? Do you know any since you're somewhat, your mom's been involved in music, right?
I'm not exposed to too many Indonesian instruments, but gamelan
Okay.
is yeah.
That's a big one, right? That's a big one. That's almost like a xylophone, but it's made out of, do you use bamboo or wood? Like it's hollow on the bottom. And then
Not
it's
sure.
a piece, it's metal. It's metal at the top, I believe.
You have a gamelan at home. At your place? I mean, at home.
Can
As
you
a
believe? Yes, my mom's place, she has a gamelan. She's
wow,
she's
you're
a music teacher. Yeah, no, she's all into that. Make no mistake. She let's find her again. Let's see if I can find a picture of her stuff. Yeah, no, she is all into it. Anything that's unique, she will gather up. That's my mom for you. I was actually going to interview. I'm going to see if I can find some pictures. I was going to interview her about the music aspect. Um, and her experiences because they're coming to visit me from South Africa, right? My sister and her are coming to the States. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see if I can find a picture. She has African stuff. I know I have a picture of it in one of my. Let me just see if I can. Oh, there's no. No, no. This is her garden.
the UK. That's interesting. That somebody actually says that.
That's interesting.
That is
But that's
interesting.
but they're people from UK from overseas as well. I can understand it. You know,
I
there are a
look
lot of South Africans in the
that
UK. You know that.
like I live there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But into the UK, as a matter of fact, I've never been to the in well for your information, I've never been to the UK. So.
Sorry, give me a moment. You guys keep talking. Japan. Yeah, she doesn't have a close up of this gamelan thing, but she does.
I,
There's a piano in their house.
I would especially love to go to London someday. I've never been to London.
Oh, London's interesting.
London.
Oh,
A lot.
it's just muggy out there. It's just a
Like,
little
a lot
rainy.
of
A little rainy.
they actually like London a lot. So
You mean your family or friends or
that
people?
live there or who've traveled there, they actually
Uh,
love. They love the UK. I mean, they love England.
okay, okay, that's good to know.
They like Scotland. Ireland. The UK.
Oh, beautiful scenery, yeah. Some places, I mean, I haven't been past London. My aunt was living in London. Oh,
Oh,
is
so
that yeah, but
you didn't discover much. While
yeah, no, I didn't do too much traveling from I don't know where I can find this thing. Here,
there.
let's go to my page. Sorry, I'm
Explore,
still looking for this thing. It's ridiculous. But I'm still
explore.
looking. I'm going to make this happen here. It's going to come up. It's going to come up.
I'm
It's
so
going to come up.
I, I, I'm sorry. Pardon my English if I sound like I'm still learning, but
Oh, you're good.
I know how to speak it.
No,
It's
you're
just
just you
nervous.
oh, don't be so
I
nervous.
get
You're doing
nervous.
great.
I drop my
This is
accent.
good practice for you then. That's good. No, but then you need to
Drop
teach me
the
Indonesian. I
how
need to learn. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
get hide somehow. When I went to London, it was a holiday, and it was drunks and throw up every. Oh, okay. Well, it's. I mean,
Ugh.
it's a for people who go to clubs and stuff. And
Yeah, too much partying. Yeah.
there was an Indonesian who actually committed a rape,
Oh.
and he was very big. He was big at that time on the news
Yeah,
in England.
don't talk too much about those kind of things on here. I think it's a very yeah, touchy subject. Touchy subject, guys.
If they drunk and throw up, and then something happens. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I know,
Yeah, the
but I'm
party years, right? Yeah, it's always tough. Mind you, they
but
had a lot of that kind of stuff going on in the United States too. So when I was in college, all of those things were like, the 90s and the early 2000s. I mean, it still happens, but it's not the same. I think it's a lot more controlled now than it used to
oh,
be. Social
good.
media has created a controlled
But
scenario versus before where there was no social media and you could
good on then. Uh-huh.
nothing was exposed. So it was yeah, it's a little bit different now. It's a bit different. Probably much tamer, which is good,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Humor is nice.
Tamer is probably safer. Yes. Oh,
Yes,
here are the pictures. Where's the
safer. Mm.
Oh no,
Oh
I she moved it. Bummer. Where did she move the gamelan?
my gosh,
These are my pictures. Let me
stop
see.
from this thing. Oh, hold on. Hmm.
So the gamelan was right there. I don't know when she moved this. This was my mom's. This is part of my mom's house, but you can see a lot of Indonesian and Indian sections over there. The
What?
gamelan was like here at one point. I think she moved it. But that was yeah. And you can see these masks. You see these masks?
Huh. You know what the I. You know what the difference between this platform and the one we were using before?
What do you think?
Very good with the sound with our voices. I mean, I don't
Oh,
have to
the
wear
quality's good. Yeah, the
all.
quality's good. And what's nice about the YouTube lives is that you can also download these and it's very clear. So the actual video footage is actually pretty spectacular.
Yeah,
And
because
that's
the
one of the reasons, yeah. I like
guitar.
going on here for that reason too.
Even oh, the little guitar. There's a specific guitar that we use here. Really,
Ukulele? It's a
ukulele.
ukulele.
Oh, ukulele. Oh, okay. Ukulele, right? Yeah, ukulele. Yeah, ukulele. Whatever. However you pronounce that, ukulele.
Yeah, I
I
don't see the gamelan.
know what I get to see. I am nervous, guys. So
You
not
can't
nervous.
be that nervous. Come
I'm
on.
don't even. Uh, I'm not. I don't even believe that I'm not even confident of my ability to speak in English.
You do fantastic. Are you kidding me? You sound fantastic. No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
like when I feel comfortable, on a more comfortable space, like off
Well,
off life and stuff, I sound like I'm able to see it. If
yeah,
I'm
and I also think it's because they're absolute strangers on here. We're talking to people that none of us know. And then where
but
versus TikTok where you know people, right? So it is very different. We're literally here speaking to the world and we don't know what's going to, anything can happen.
yeah, I
So
know
it's entirely up to you. I know it's late over there. I don't want to keep you up for too long because I don't know what your scenario is, but
that's fine.
yeah,
I
so you're still okay?
work. I don't have to work in the morning. Remember,
Oh, okay,
I have
okay, okay. You can
office
keep
every
you can
day.
keep going. You're good at
So
this.
I actually get really sleepy. Then I will get off.
Oh, okay. Wow, you can really go on for hours. I'm
I
impressed.
could I on the TikTok, the matches. I
Yeah.
could for hours and hours. This I could go on 6 hours straight doing matches.
No, really?
People get bored. They do matches. And then they end up doing boxes because they get to talk to people, or
Oh,
or
I
they
see. That's interesting. That's
they,
interesting.
they could just park their accounts on the thing, and she could park her account too, and leave it on, and then you can
So
actually
interesting.
go on your boxes. So there are people who would prefer doing boxes.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, well, now that we're talking about TikTok, let's talk more about TikTok. Let's hear your experience being
On
on
TikTok.
there for yeah, let's
I,
hear it.
I started TikTok on 2020, in 2020.
Is that when it actually
Yeah,
started? Is that
as the pandemic started, right? Just begin,
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
and
Yeah, okay.
all the celebrities, Indonesian celebrities, they were doing dances, TikTok dances, and they looked like they were having a good time. So I downloaded it, and I was like, and then I started doing those dances too. So I would upload like 5-10 videos every day, and I would think of what clothes
That's
I
a
would
lot of videos. Are you serious?
memorize the dances, because it's not you're it's fun. It's not only fun. You're actually moving, so
Yeah, exercise. I
you're
get
actually
it.
doing some kind of aerobic, and
I get it. I get it. It makes perfect sense. Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
and you can lose weight by doing that. I mean, I do it every day. I get skinnier when I was skinnier than this when I used to upload many videos every day. But
Right,
now
right.
I'm more on live, so I barely upload them. And you know what happened to my body? So, but anyways, but
I
that
get it. I get it.
so it's that's why I love it, because and then TikTok is very very I would think it's very clever how they come up with things. Not only dances, we do a lot of people do lip sync, so people end up doing scenes on, like, they're acting on it too.
Yeah.
Singing on it too.
I'm
There's
I'm
everything there.
so
You can do
everything is yeah.
you
But
can
so okay. Uh-huh. Sorry, you're
I,
going in and
I
out.
I would also do like lip sync of like acting, right? I would memorize.
Oh.
I would do that too. Like, and I would, if they have people singing or playing piano, and they put on the lyrics, you can sing with them.
Oh, like karaoke,
Uh,
karaoke.
Yeah, okay, you
Yeah.
can do. I mean, TikTok at the beginning, it was fun. Like, I mean, it was just having a good time, and I was losing, not well, I wouldn't call it, I wouldn't call I was losing weight, but I was actually also um like exercising with it, and and
Okay.
then, and then I meet friends through it too, other people who do TikTok videos from it.
So you're
I
okay,
was friends.
so you're connecting with people with similar like-minded kind of
Yeah,
approaches, which is cool. I suppose that is important to maybe
I,
it's good that, yeah, I'm listening.
I and I started watching people's lives, and I started doing the matches thing. But with the match in the beginning, I was not a host doing match. I was actually one of those people who threw gifts. So I was more
Oh,
spender,
interesting.
a spender, and then so it's like I'm a spender turning into a host right now and
Very
earning.
interesting. I wonder if that's the process that people go through. You learn to figure out how to send the gifts and then
Mhm.
eventually switch it over.
Really,
I think so. I think so.
some people are
Yeah.
really earning money from that, and they've never thrown gifts, but they only try to get gifts from life and
So
trying
you
to.
could so in theory you could actually do that. You could spend the rest of your life
But
doing the lives and get gifts.
they
Okay, that's so crazy.
down to other people, so that you would be able to level up from the gifting level. You see what I mean?
Oh, that's interesting. Wait, you can earn
But
money if you're gifting people?
you're not earning money, but the gifts you get, some people don't
Yeah.
top up. They don't top up themselves, like using their own cash to give. They're actually using the gifts they get
To put
and
money back
um,
into giving the gifts. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
to
I've tried that before.
get
Yeah.
some them too to
Okay.
cash. But I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
less
Interesting.
at least so that their level would go up because
And that's how you move the levels up. That's so interesting.
as
So
their level higher, people would would look at you differently, right? But yeah, I'm level 35.
oh,
It's a big level, just so you know, quite big actually. 34 now.
34 on wait, 34 on your level as to where you stand or gifting?
Plus 34, so I've given a lot actually, just so you know.
Oh, that's what it is. So you're a gifter. So that's how you started.
I'm more of
Very
a
interesting.
actually. So, but I love seeing people happy by giving. You see what I mean? Some
This
people
is
use
very interesting.
earn the money to for their living too. So
Yeah, I can see that being a case. I mean, and it's general. Okay, so if we go to discuss TikTok and
I'm
I don't know,
me, perhaps.
say it
I'm
again.
earning. Some are doing it for fun, just like me. I'm
Yeah,
doing it
you're
for
just hi
fun.
Dior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, my cat decided he's time. It's time to come in after
Go
being outside.
your cat, but you can
Oh, have
earn. I
here's
mean,
the cat. Here,
you
Dior.
can
Hi, 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 hi. Somebody wants to say hi. It's a big boy.
earn.
Oh, you're a cat lover. Yes, you love. Oh,
Hi.
it's Dior. He's like, what are you doing? Just say hi. Say hi to
Oh,
everybody.
I'm a
Hi.
cat too,
Yes.
by the way.
Hi
I'm a
to everybody. Oh, you got babies too. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh, you got a baby lying on the bed. I love it. I love it. What's the name of Aw. What's the name of your kitty? Aw, so cute. So cute. Yeah, I think I can tell. You even have a cat sleeping on your pillow. I mean, yes, that is definitely a cat lover approach for sure. If you weren't, then it wouldn't be sleeping on your pillow. Yeah, so in regards to so whatever you so any part of the world, say for instance, you're doing TikTok, everything is about the same. It's like an equal pay, everything is equal, right? So if it's just one 5 penny, what I don't know what it's called. Like let's say a rose. A rose is the same
just
type
one.
of right. So but that happens around the world. It's all the same. It's not like the prices don't change. It's exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. 2 coins will be like 1 cent.
Okay. See, this is good to know. These are all the things that I'm still trying to figure out because
So that's
so I
1 cent.
suppose it's an equal pay around the world type of scenario. It's an international
It's
pay
dollars.
range. So that's kind
It's
of
dollars.
cool. In
I could
dollars.
but I
Okay.
could cash it out in rupiahs. They'll
Oh, that's
and stuff.
interesting. That's
Mhm.
very interesting.
Yeah, it is in dollars, but they do exchange rates for
This is fascinating to me.
cash out.
This
Yeah,
is very interesting. And the so so when did okay, so you would know a little bit about this. So when did TikTok actually start? Was it in the 2020 or
Or
just before?
I was there already, but it wasn't booming until
When was it? Oh, really? How long ago were they up and running?
I think about a few years before 2020, maybe 2017, 2018. It was
Okay,
already.
okay. And originally it started in
But
Singapore, or was it something that happened? What was
in
the
China, right? I think it is
from China or from Singapore? So from China originally.
it is it is an
Oh,
app.
it's an app from China, okay. And then the Singaporean CEO is from Singapore, and he somehow got involved in it. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure the story.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I started in 2020, and I ended up doing lives, and now I'm just I don't know. I'm enjoying going on lives. Although if you think of it, the money I was throwing, I don't get as much back as I'm earning.
That is
But,
rough. You should be earning the same amount that you were giving.
but but there are people who don't give. Really, they're uh really trying to earn some money too from here, like really for
Which is
them.
understandable. I'm sort of on that range. I'm, like, trying it out.
I'm doing
You
it
know,
now.
yeah, I mean, I lost during COVID, I lost my job because I was being a Japanese, and I walked in and I wore a mask to the classroom. And they like my yeah, the school that I was teaching at gave me that like, "What are you doing?" They didn't know that hygiene was like a thing. And in Japan, it was normal. When I grew up in Japan, we used to wear masks if people were sick or if there was something
It's
that's going on in the air.
it's
Right.
it's,
It's
hard.
normal in Asia. It's normal in Asia, and you come to the States, it's not the same. So I had
Oh,
to adjust my yeah, no,
that
it's not the same. Yeah,
that
I'm yeah, ask anybody here. I'm more Asian than I am American. I'm for sure, 100%. Using
okay.
chopsticks, wearing masks if I have to wear masks when nobody else is wearing that's yeah, no, I'm one of those I don't fit into anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's how I lost my job, and since then I've been doing my online business with Poshmark.
Okay.
Um, and I've been developing all this stuff you see here. I've been painting. I was teaching music before, so I was thank God I had my music equipment, which is how I have this setup. It's all my
Oh,
setup and stuff. And I make clothing. You know I make
oh,
clothing, right?
I didn't
There's
know.
my
I
yeah, I
didn't.
make clothing. So that's why I also do fashion. And the
Okay.
top that you see me yeah, I make stuff.
Did that?
Hey, I'm an artist. I can do everything. That's the point.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't cook, let alone sewing. I don't know if I.
But you're a businesswoman who understands money.
But
Now that's what I don't. I'm not good at that. That's not my forte. My forte is being creative.
I mean, I'm used to sweeping and stuff, doing house chores, but I cannot cook. That's the one thing, and I don't do ironing. So,
Oh, the ironing. Don't worry about the ironing. I mean,
but
I don't even I do steamers now. I don't even deal with the irons. Steaming is always the it's
it's
easy.
fine, doing laundry and stuff. I don't mind sweeping floor up off and
Right,
mop.
right, right, right.
But I can
So
do.
this whole cooking thing, what was the reason? What stopped you from being like, I'm sure
I'm
your
not.
mom's an amazing cook, right?
I cook some stuff, but I'm not somebody you would call a cook. You see what I mean? I mean, I
Oh,
can cook
and let's put it
stuff.
this way.
At
Cooks in
least
Indonesia are different than cooks that you find here in the United States. Let's put it that way. Indonesia, a master is a chef in a household. You can open up a restaurant even if you just do the simplest meal because it's still
exactly.
an amazing dish. you know,
Those
you
who can cook
probably
here. So
I'm sure you can. I'm probably sure you can
those.
concoct some amazing dishes. There's no question about it.
So. Uh, like I've been how long? Oh wow! I've been on for almost an hour now. Look at that, 59
Yeah,
minutes.
you're doing good. Well,
Good.
I don't want you to fall asleep now. That's the thing.
I'll let you know if I'm sleepy. Okay. It's
Sorry. Do you?
guys. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. 1:13 here.
Yeah. I. Mhm, mhm.
So we're 12 hours different. We have 12 hours of difference, right? 12 or
It's a.
13.
It's two. It's 2:13 p.m. on my side. Yeah.
Okay, more than 12 hours, I guess. Less than or
Mm. About 13, I suppose. Right.
than, right? More than
Yeah. A
12
little bit. Yeah. A
hours.
little bit more. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll be with you just now, Dior. Hold on. So I lost my bunny rabbit, right? She passed away. So now I'm writing a book. Yeah, I'm writing a book, and I've done these T-shirts um for her in her memory. But I think they're also um fashionably wearable. So it's not. It's
Um,
not.
this
Oh,
is
have
also, now that you're talking about fashion, this is something that I find different because Americans are usually so natural. They go to school not really wearing too much makeup, right? They don't wear makeup, period, as I remember. I went
okay,
school in America. I would just, I would wash my face and I put that, pretty much. I had bare face on going to school, going anywhere.
right,
But
yeah,
um, if you don't wear at least a foundation, there's something wrong with you. I mean, Indonesians go and anywhere and everywhere
no, really,
some kind of makeup,
no,
and they
you're
have,
serious.
right. And I'm not really, I'm considered somebody who's not wearing anything, but I'm actually having a foundation on, and the thing on.
No, are you serious? I would not make it in Indonesia. I'd probably leave the moment
Well,
the moment I stick off the
and
airplane. I'd be like, makeup,
that
no makeup, please.
Korean stuff they adore.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I
it's
try to. I mean, I have a little bit of eyeliner on, but foundation. I have allergies. My skin breaks out into rashes.
every
Say it
now and
again.
then,
Eyeliner.
every
Yeah.
then I would go and to put on eyelashes. The extension
Yeah. Yeah.
quite big here too, and people do it. So yeah,
Yeah, lots of makeup. Hey, no, I'm not a. Yeah, I'm definitely not a makeup or hair person. You can tell I'm not like big into any of those. I'm just like, whatever. I'm so I'm so against all. I think it's partly because as an artist, it's just nothing that I completely pay attention to because I think it's personally too superficial for me to spend a fortune on versus if I have to produce product, you have to put the money back into the products you produce. So I'd rather spend it on something that I need to produce something versus a beautification of some sorts. Maybe a little bit of eyeliner here and there, but that's as far as it goes for me. Hey, I think I would not make it in Indonesia.
they like very very light skin, right? So if you get tanned a little bit tanner, they would say okay, you get darker, and if you gain, they go, oh my gosh, you gain weight because they like really flat women, right? Like really
Oh my goodness.
from the
Oh no,
states.
my husband rags me all the well, Brandon rags me all the time because he's
They like
Cambodian. He has a perfect shaped
right,
body. His
right.
body's like, like no hair, perfect shape. And I'm sitting here, he's like 50 something. He's 51. And I'm like, you're doing pretty good for 51. And he rags me for gaining weight. I'm like, I know. It's like I'm short, but I gain weight. Like, yeah, the shortness doesn't balance it out. It's tough. It's tough.
The celebrities here are so tiny. Like
Are they?
I'm considered fat. Can you imagine? So yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah, I have to say I know I've put on a little bit. I was very thin when I
I
was
put
in
on
school with you guys.
a lot
I was
actually.
like, huh?
I put on a lot of weight too. But I'm saying, but I
But
would.
it's an age thing. It's an age thing. We have to accept our age now. Come, it's not like we're like
Oh, I mean, I
20.
was.
I wish.
I, that's my fault. But I'm saying, but even as I was skinnier than before, I was not skinny enough. You see what I mean? They like very, very tiny bones, like very
Oh, I
skinny.
believe it. I believe it. No, they're small, petite. It's yeah.
Like you're
I get
tall, you're
it.
petite, and like you know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
know, tall and slender. I know, perfect
I'm
shape, just like
tall. Oh,
Lisa.
not, I'm not, petite enough. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that
but
singer from Blackpink, Lisa, isn't she from Thailand originally? Isn't she from Thailand?
I think so. It's Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
it's like,
tiny, tiny girls here.
oh,
Although
I
now,
believe it.
like, they're starting to like a little bit of curves too. I mean, the men here, there are
Oh, they
some men,
got the curves.
and they're starting to get to, there are some celebrities who are dark, so they're starting to be okay with the darker skin too. But
Oh, that's good. That's good.
everybody wanted to be so, 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 like very, very light skin, and I was surprised.
Really?
Moved from the states where everybody you could buy spray tan on markets, right?
Oh
So
my gosh,
like
I remember those years. I even I fell into that trap. I was like, I need to look orange. I
even I
don't know why.
to this day I love getting in on the sun. I mean, I love being
The
tan.
sun's good. It's important to be naturally, but the natural tan is good for you. I mean, in my case, I just haven't been out in the sun. This is where I'm spending a lot of my time indoors, and it's summer here in the States. Is it summer in Indonesia right now?
It's rainy season, I think.
Oh,
So,
rainy season. Yeah, we're
mhm.
in heat, deep heat in Maryland. We're at
Still,
100 degrees on some occasions. It's ridiculous.
it's
So
still
I'm
hot.
like, it's
No,
is it still hot there? Still hot there.
in March, yeah, it's still hot even on a rainy season. I
Oh
think
my gosh.
I think it's hot any time of the year here. But anyway, but I love heat.
Yeah.
I
Heat
mean,
is good. I
because
mean, you
I'm now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for those of you who like winter, but I'm so so.
over
I'm
it.
like I go to winter. I like that's the one thing I was happy of going back. Is that I would never feel that cold ever again. You know what I mean? I'm like I
Yeah,
can't
I
stand.
have to say the
It.
States gets pretty cold. It's not a joke. It gets very humid, at least in Maryland. It gets very humid and extremely cold. So I think that's when my mom and my dad moved back to South Africa because of this temperature change. And it gets so cold. Like I used to like snowboarding, but I don't do that anymore.
Maybe the first few years because I've never felt winter. I was happy to see snow and stuff, and but after many years of living there, getting flu every single winter pretty much. I'm
Mhm,
like
mhm.
I'm so over it. Like I'm like the minute I went back to Indonesia, that's the one thing I was happy about.
It's
Oh
like,
my
"Oh, no snow. Snow
god,
is no longer here. We don't even have to worry
no, it's
about that." Yeah, I get it.
nice to look at, but not. I don't really want to be on a storm ever again. I mean, feeling
Oh,
having
those snowstorms. The snowstorms here are pretty rough, I have to say. And, that's how I broke my leg. I slipped on ice in the dead of winter, and it was on a patch of it's called black ice.
but
And
I do love the outfit on winter. People just
oh,
look.
those snowy outfits, they're kind of cool.
Everybody looks so nice in winter, like with those overcoats
The
and everything.
jackets, yeah, yeah. I mean, I do enjoy. Yeah, that is a
But
bonus. You can wear those nice.
itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I get it.
the how I don't like how windy it is before the snow comes.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
that's bad. I
like it
agree. I
very much.
agree. I agree. It's so you'd have a hard time living in Europe too,
I
Switzerland specifically.
told you, and I went there on a summer expecting not to feel any breeze like cold breeze or anything, and then I remember going to Cologne to
Hmm.
visit a cousin there. I was there
Hmm.
for only hours, but that time it was summer, but it was actually very windy. And I'm like, I can't believe I have to go through that. You know,
Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough. It is
I would
definitely rough.
I wanted to go to Europe specifically on summer to avoid that, and I got through it too. I mean, it was, huh? There was wind in Germany when I went there. I was like, why? You know.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. I suppose that's to be expected, though, right? Yeah,
But I
interesting.
mean, I I I specifically chose summer to avoid that. Yet
Hmm, hmm.
yet on
You
some
landed it. I get it.
on the summer it gets windy, very windy too. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
So yeah. So
Yeah,
it's like summer to me. I mean, like I was there for only a few hours, but only to visit my cousin. But in those
right,
hours, it was really windy, and I was like, "This, I didn't want this. Was not what I wanted," you know.
right,
But
right, right.
so, yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I don't know if you want to continue talking. I don't want to leave you going absolutely bananas on here. You're still okay?
I'm still okay, and I'm sorry if I keep cutting off your conversation. What you want?
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. I'm shocked that you're still okay. I'm like, are you managing? I have to just make sure you need to get a glass of water. Do you need to get some
Uh
tea? I mean, I don't know. Oh, you got the water. Of course. Of course.
huh.
I mean, it is nice catching up. I mean, it's been how many years since we've really, in theory, kind of this is the first time we've actually had a conversation
Actually,
since
had
we had, yeah,
communicate
since we,
so
yeah.
in a
I
while.
mean, I suppose it's because I'm also on social media now. I wasn't doing this before. I think during COVID, it
Mm,
switched a little bit because of the indoor thing and working from home. And I was like
During
building my own business. Yeah. I
during
build my
college,
own business. That's where I am right now. Publishing a book, another book, and
uh,
then
you're writing a book right now.
well, it's a I've written the first two books were not great. They're on Amazon. The second,
Okay.
I think this third book is going to be, yeah. But I have written. Yes, I have written. I have published
Well,
it. It's up there. It's on Amazon. It's not great. it's
great.
it's nothing to be proud of. It's just I call it an experiment. I tested it out. I know how it's done. Now I can be a little bit more professional about it. And hopefully
Mm-hmm.
the third time is a charm. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe this third book might be a winner of some sorts. This is the that I was showing you the so these are the photographs that I'm using.
Mm.
As I said, my fur bunny, my baby has passed. My other baby has passed away, so I'm making these T-shirts. Yeah, this is on. Yeah, it's just sweet. It's a little face of a bunny rabbit.
People don't realize how painful it is when you lost
Oh,
when
it's
you
so rough.
up
It's so rough. That's why I'm like, I'm not even. I've been a little down
that
lately. Make no
raised
mistake.
them,
I've been
uh, born or since they were young, you know, and
well. We had
it
we actually yeah, more or less. But in our case, we found the bunny. She was stranded. She looked like she was not owned
oh
by anybody. So somebody left her out and we found her
oh
luckily. And we were like, we're not going to give her up
how
for yeah, to the rescue place. Let's rescue her as the rescuers. So we rescued her. Our cat was the one that actually found her.
oh
These are shirts
oh
that I have on Amazon. Yeah, I have these shirts on Amazon. So these are the pictures I'm going to use. I started off by using these for t-shirts, but these are in theory going to be based, these are pictures that are going to be based in the book. So the book is going to be like fictional, but not fictional. It has like a little bit of a, just it's a small, it's more for kids, but the visuals adults could also relate to because I've created, so I used AI with the actual photographs. So the stuff in the background is AI.
mm,
I mean,
oh,
where would I have found two flamingos? So I had to do a little bit of graphic design editing there. So hopefully this is where I am right now, and I think this is what I've been talking about for the past few days because she just passed away last
mm.
week. So it's been a
It was
yeah,
very
it was
it's
very sudden. Very,
like
very fresh. Yeah, very fresh. So I'm still yearning for her being here. And that's why I have more time now, because a lot of the time that I usually would spend, can you see that?
Yeah.
She has wings on her.
Sorry.
Yeah. I would be spending a lot more time taking care of her and managing her and all. Hello, stars. How are you? We're just doing a general chat today. It's just I have my friend from Indonesia, so she's talking to us from Indonesia, and I'm talking to everybody from the United States. So we're cross communicating around the world, which is more or less something I wanted to try testing out. In fact, I've asked my sister and my mom to be talking to me on a live too from South Africa, but I'm still waiting for them to say, "Okay, we're ready." So if they're coming over to visit me, we can just do a live. Oh, oh, did I lose you? Oh no, what happened? There you are. Oh, I don't know what happened. That was very bizarre. I was like, that's the first. Did it freeze? Uh-oh. Is it just me? Something's interesting. Something happened there. That's okay. We'll probably get off soon anyway. Let's see what's going on here. This must be a new technical glitch. Technical glitch. Looks like a technical. Oh, there you are. You're back. Technical glitch. See, so this is so you can I mean going back to the whole thing of it the clarity on the YouTube lives are actually really good. Can you see the difference? It's a little glitchy right now, but I feel as if the conversation and you can
I can what?
I can, if you want me to download this and send this over to you in an email, I can do that too. So you're welcome to use this live for whatever you want to do as well, if you feel like it. Yeah.
Okay.
So what else? What else do you have to talk about? Let's talk more. So this is what you usually do. You're sitting and doing lives all day, every day. I can see the game chair. Looks comfortable. I'm debating. I'm like, maybe I should get one for myself since I'm now sitting and doing the same thing.
I use this, and I bought this off the internet, like of an application in Indonesia.
Oh,
I bought
okay.
this, and this is and because I see that a lot of hosts,
Oh, you're freezing a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's sort of freezing. It's glitching on us. It is I don't know why it's glitching. That's the first I've never experienced a glitch like this. I wonder if it's because it's a past a certain amount of time. I have no idea. Yeah, yeah. Finny is glitching a little bit. That's okay. Let's hold. Oh yeah, she's frozen again and glitching and frozen. Oh no. This is new for me. I've not seen this happen before on here. Let's do this. Let's what we could do is make another arrangement to get on here again. I think it's just glitching quite a bit right now. Oh no. You okay? Yeah, I think what we're going to do is I'm probably going to get off now anyway, and then we can have a conversation in a bit. It definitely is glitching quite a bit. Are you
am I back on?
Oh, you're back on. Hooray. That was an interesting moment. We're all like panicking there.
Still want to talk? We can talk a little. I think we can talk for a few
We
more minutes.
can. We absolutely can. That was very interesting. It's just the glitch was a little we were all a
Mm-hmm.
little confused as to what was going on. So yeah.
For
Um
5.
yeah, did you see
Oh,
this painting? I keep showing this painting. I also did this on a live on YouTube. I
see.
actually have more videos on YouTube than I have on TikTok because TikTok has been giving me issues. Ouch, oops, oops,
God, a lot of weight. Look at the
oops, knocking myself. So do you
sound
see the
now.
detail? Yeah.
How long? Huh? Oh, cute. Did you draw that?
I painted it,
Did
yeah.
you paint it? It's a painting.
It's
Looks
a
like it's a
painting. Yeah, well,
wow,
it's flat. It's on a flat board, but
wow.
it is a painting. So for me, I think I'm using YouTube a little bit more than I do on other platforms, partly because I guess I just like it because look, all these people are talking to me on my channel. I'm on TikTok. Nobody speaks to me. They just
Hmm.
kind of some of them do, but not as much as this. This has become like a whole people are socializing. I like it.
Okay.
Some weird things that happen on here, but I do like the fact that there's a communication.
Yeah, there are actually people here
They
who
are, right? See?
type things down. I mean, on TikTok, I do have people typing on
Of
mine.
course. Of course. Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
what you're feeling that there's no one, interacting with you and
yeah,
hearing.
there's more of an interaction here. I just wish I could get more of the interaction on the other side. But it could also be that I'm not really familiar with how TikTok works and what to expect on situations and all that stuff. So, you learn as you go along, I guess, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So, what else would you like to ask me,
I
Cynthia?
don't know. Lots of questions. I have so many questions. Well, we spoke about food. We've discussed you traveling back or traveling to the States.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did you ever do traditional Indonesian dancing as a child? I know there's some kids that have done. Like Siti was involved in. Wasn't
In
she
the
doing that? She was. Yeah.
I did that in the States too, actually,
Oh,
with
you
the
did.
yeah, with the kids,
Oh,
the
very
Indonesian. I was
interesting.
when I lived in America. I had a lot of of course, I would hang out with Indonesians too, and
Right.
they would have activities in the embassy,
Right.
and I would do some traditional dances too, with them practicing for some event. So
Well, that's cool.
mm,
Okay,
yeah,
so you interacted with the cultural, traditional, um, things that were happening on embassy. And what about in Indonesia now that you're there? Are you still interacting with that stuff, or is it because you're now part of not anymore?
I'm on. I'm an. I'm mostly active in church now. Just so
Okay.
you, grandpa, my dad's dad was actually a pastor. Okay,
Oh, I see.
actually started some some Indonesian branches, Indonesian churches here, and
Oh,
he
interesting.
he actually started the one of the biggest. Well, in the past, it was one of the biggest Christian schools in Jakarta.
Oh, it was a school,
It was a school. No, not school. He started some churches, but
but then it became a school. That's awesome. It
he also
sounds very similar. It sounds extremely similar to my mother's side of the family. You know, my
and
mom's side, my aunt is a priest in South Africa. She's
uh,
like a priest.
Cath- Catholic
And
priest.
and then my grandmother and my grandfather were principals in schools and my aunt started a school. So we have all education in our family too and religion. Like I'm more like Buddhist. I believe
Okay,
um I think I'm a lot more Buddhist than I am Christian or Anglican even though I went to an Anglican school. I just don't I feel like nature is um, the force, the force of you know the difference, so I mean, I believe in, yes, we believe in the bigger spirits and all that stuff, but I don't make it a big deal to
I
go into a church and pray to, yeah. So that's so I don't go to church anymore. I don't. It's just not the thing that I do. Even though I have family that's religious, my mom's, yeah. So
much
it's a bit different. Yeah.
religious actually, but it's like you actually believe that it's the truth. You see what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
it's faith, you know. It's something you believe. You believe that it is the truth. So it's more like I don't like the word religions to religious
No, it's
too.
it's yeah. I mean,
Like you're
she. It's one thing. It's one entity. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's. I don't use the word God. I
mhm,
use
yeah, the
spiritual being versus, yeah. So that's,
out
yeah.
there. Yeah, but
I know it exists. Let's put it that way. So
anyway,
yeah,
so my so he started one of the biggest Christian
that's amazing.
schools in Jakarta, branches of school.
So
But
you have your family has created history in where you are right now. That's phenomenal. So you're history makers.
my
There you
mom,
go.
from my
Uh-huh.
mom's side, family, my mom's mom is the younger brother of a general, like a military general, and
Hey.
his name is used as one of the biggest street in the longest street in Jakarta. His
That's
name.
awesome.
So if there's this street called Tebe Simatupang in Jakarta.
Okay.
Tebe
Okay.
Simatupang is actually my grandma's
Your
big home.
fam see, so that's why you have all the celebrities with you on, because they must know your family history.
And
Yes.
the minister, there's a minister in Indonesia. He's very very well known actually. Like people. He's one of the well known minister. Uh, like that someone that people would know the name of. You know how you have ministers in
Yes.
cabinet, don't
Mhm.
memorize of them, but he's one of the ones that is recognized by the people, and
That
his
is so
wife
cool.
cousin.
Oh, see, there you go. So it's great. So you have a whole history and you actually have it in your family where you actually have
So
the
I
history
actually
in your fingertips.
come
So
up
it's
from
there. Yeah.
well-known family here. So
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. No,
which
that's
which felt like a burden for me because I don't do much with my life, and I mean I don't think I'm doing any. I know I'm a banker and a commissioner, but they've done bigger things. You see what I mean? Like my
I hear
family.
you.
Oh,
Right, 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 right. No,
I
they've started waves. They've started waves in society. I get it. Yes, I do get that.
my some of the people in my family are known for something, but I haven't amount up to much. Because sometimes it's just a burden to carry out this thing with the
Well, you
family.
are doing something already. Look at you. You're doing good on all the things that you're
Or next,
doing. I mean, yeah. You're
so
creating your own thing. It's okay to create your own thing. There's nothing like I've decided to deviate from what my dad used to do in politics.
wow, but anyways, it's okay. So, but
No,
there,
I think mhm. Sorry, go ahead.
you think? Go ahead. No, it's okay.
No, no,
But if you were gonna say something, I'm sorry. I
I
keep
don't
cutting.
remember what I was gonna say. I completely forgot. Go
But yeah,
on.
are well-known people. At least not only with the history, even with the era now. Like this minister is quite, quite, quite popular with the Indonesians, and
He's still around?
he's a minister now still.
So you're okay,
But
that's cool. That's interesting. Okay.
but I'm saying I'm actually his niece. You know what I mean? And he's so big here. And then um with my mom's uncle being named after the longest street in Jakarta, and it's a street people always talk about. Like
That's so cool.
I want to pass out the highways through that street, and I'm like, oh, it's my, that
It's like my family name. Oh, yeah, no, I get it. That's so funny.
I mean, like with my grandpa and my dad's older brother passed away, but he used to be someone too here in Indonesia. And with everything, with all the things that my family does, it's just a burden that I'm not doing. You know, when people ask, so what do you do? And I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm a commissioner, right? But I'm a commissioner because it's a family business. It's not like a
Oh, interesting. But
or
that's good. That's
so,
good. At least, you have that. See, now that's something I do not have living in the United States. I have family members that have businesses here, but because I'm only half Jewish, I'm
only.
not well, no, it's true. I'm not part of the family because I'm not, my mom was South African. So my grandfather did not see her as it was a whole thing. It's just one of those. Our
Mhm.
family was special like that. So it's been hard for me to move back and kind of reevaluate because I don't have that history that you have. I mean, I do, but I don't. That you have where you can just create something and your family backs you because they're all part of the whole thing. Here in the United States, same thing applies for Brandon. He also comes from a pretty important family, but I don't talk about it because it's not. He works
Mhm.
for CBS News, even though I'm not supposed to say that either. So we're gonna keep it. Yeah, we keep it on the down low. That's like as far as we go there. Yeah, no, it's one of those you don't. We just don't talk about that stuff because people don't want, at least on my side, everybody says, "Don't say anything about anybody." I'm just like, "Okay." So I just talk about myself because it's just easier. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah. So it becomes the is it politically correct or politically incorrect to talk about stuff? I can talk about my mom's side of the family. She yeah, she comes from a family of doctors and nurses and teachers and educators and a koi and also koi so koi and son. I actually spoke about this on one of my lives or a video that I did. She like you have in Australia you have the Aborigines,
Mhm.
and then in the United States you have Native Americans. In South Africa you have koi and son. So my mom's side comes from that background, so we
Okay.
have original inheritance from original genetics from that situation, but also mixed
Where
into
you're
other things.
truly originally from, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm shorter. I don't know. When people see me, they're like, "Why don't you have like the?" I said, "I'm not a Western height." In America, people assume you have to be a certain height. I'm short, so people think I'm young.
Are tall, by the way,
Huh?
as I know. South Africans are tall, as I know.
No, Africa. Well, it depends on which group. So Dutch, if you're Dutch, and you come from a Dutch background, then yes, most likely you will probably have the predominant European heights. But if you
Okay.
come from a background of either Asian
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
or
That too. Yeah.
native to to the area, then you're going to be shorter because that's a Western DNA genetics. That's the genetics that you get from. So I don't have that. I'm just
Can be.
I'm short.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
5'1". I'm 5'1". That's like yeah, it's short.
Circle. I must be sleepy, but it's okay.
Yeah, go to sleep. Go to sleep. We can do another conversation. My phone's about to die here. It's looking at me like
But
we're about to give in.
I'm happy to be talking to you. I like this.
I know, isn't this nice? And I'm sure are you mainly speaking in what is the native tongue that you usually speak in? It's
Well,
not
I'm
is it Javanese? Javanese?
Asian. I don't speak my ethnic. I do not speak my ethnic language.
What
Not
is
very.
the okay, so
Batak.
what do you Batak.
Yeah,
Batak?
BAK.
Batak. Okay, and where is that from originally? Which part
North
of Indonesia?
North Sumatra, right?
Sumatra.
Yeah, I'm Sumatran by
Oh, and
by
I thought.
My background is Sumatra.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were like Indonesian this whole time. I'm like, wait, really?
Like,
Oh, I didn't.
Sumatra
Oh,
is in
oh,
a,
that's right. That's right.
an
But the
island in
actual background. See, I didn't know that's. See,
my
I learned something new.
are Japanese, Sundanese. You see what I mean?
Sumatra. Okay, so where in Indonesia is Sumatra? Where's it located on? I don't know on.
Asia, but it's like Jakarta is here, and
Yeah.
there's I think if I'm
So
not
it's at the
mistaken.
top on the north in the north side. Okay. That's
Yeah,
good
no,
to know. See this. Okay, and then in contrast to where Jakarta is, I haven't looked on a map. Where's Bali? Where's like if you were to
this is Jakarta,
farther
Bali.
down? Okay. Okay. I'm sure a lot
Mhm.
of people don't. I don't have anything memorized here, so this is good to know. Let's do a map geography class now.
Like by
Cool.
if you're talking by blood, I'm from Sumatra,
That is
but
so cool.
I've lived uh all of my life pretty much lived and born and
In
raised in Jakarta.
Indonesia.
In
Jakarta. Okay.
Java
This is
Island.
very interesting.
I'm
Very
it,
interesting.
I'm actually originally from the Sumatra Island. You see what I mean?
Right. And then what about okay, so let's go to Debbie. Where's Debbie and her family from originally?
She's Sumatra too. She's from the
Really?
same ethnic as me.
Oh, no kidding. And what about Siti?
Now Siti is from Makassar.
Where's
It's a
that?
different. So yeah, it's another island. It's not in the same island as Jakarta, because
God, that's
Jakarta
so interesting.
is in Sulawesi. If I'm not
So
mistaken,
it's
but
like okay, so it sounds like okay, and I know that Indonesia is
from
one country, but
Sulawesi. Makassar is in.
it's
Yeah, I'm pretty
uh-huh.
sure it is. I've visited her to her place. Actually, I've
Oh,
flown.
really? That's so cool. You've flown over there. So she's not anywhere near where you are right
No,
now.
it's not the same island.
So interesting. This is very fascinating. Look at what I'm learning because I
Sulawesi
haven't been this is
is in.
very interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're from different islands, I guess. I mean, I've lived my whole life in the Java Island, but I'm
Mhm.
actually blood from the Sumatra.
Sumatra.
Yeah,
So interesting. See, these I've never really had a conversation with you like this before. So for me, I'm like, I'm learning so much just by having a discussion. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I really am.
I'm not
Super
Javanese.
fascinating.
I'm from Sumatra. I'm Bataknese. Yeah, one of the
Batak is that
one.
you pronounce it Bataknese? Bataknese?
But you
Bataknese.
know how people from Java, when you make it into English, they call them Javanese.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
from from the ethnic of Java.
Uh-huh.
They're called Javanese. But
Uh-huh.
from the ethnic of Batak. I'm a Batak.
Batak. Okay, okay.
Bataknese. You see? So
Very interesting. See, I'm still learning. And like the next time we have a discussion, we must learn I need to learn some Japanese words. Not bad words, just
Japanese.
basic words like hello, how are you?
From Batak. I should know Bataknese, but I don't know because I grew up in
Right.
Jakarta
Right.
Island. The language that I don't know my dialect. By Batak dialect, I don't know it, but I know the main language Indonesian, so I speak only Indonesian, pretty much only fluent in Indonesian. I'm not. I know some words in my dialect, like I know some Bataknese words,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I'm not like I don't speak it. I can't say like I'm learning to speak it right now, but very little I know. I only know
It's very
very little.
interesting. And then
Mhm.
when you're communicating with people, say on TikTok, for instance, what are you guys speaking? What is
In Indonesia,
everybody's okay? So when you say Indonesian, are you meaning what is it?
most people who come
Javanese?
no, not Javanese. Most people who come into my room, they're Indonesians from all over parts of
So,
the Indonesian
but there's okay, and then there's a general discussion. Everybody can communicate. So, okay.
room because of my last name. They would know I'm Batak, so they try to make friends.
Ah, interesting.
So
Interesting.
they try
So,
to be me too. Get to know me because of the last name, and they see that I'm also from Batak. I'm also Bataknese. That's what it is. But most people who come to my room are mostly Indonesians. Although I do have some foreigners every now and then. Somehow
That is
got
so
into.
interesting.
Yeah.
And so now my question on TikTok. Okay, let's go back to the TikTok question. I've had this question for a while. Do you have to stick with a community within your country, or can you, like for me, I want to branch out. I want to branch out and talk to people from around the world.
With anyone, go to rooms. In, like a lot of people go to rooms where there's a lot of Japanese, rooms with a lot of people go to the rooms and of from people of Dubai. A lot of people would go there
Dubai.
because they would,
I've never seen a Dubai. Okay, I need to go check that out. I've never thought
ladies,
about going in and checking.
especially from Dubai, and you know how you can actually give coins for them to use to throw with the treasure box.
Yeah.
So they like to throw big treasure boxes. So everyone from around the world would come into their room to get coins so that they could use to level up their gifting level instead of topping up. So they could just
Okay.
throw. You can pick it up from the treasure box for free if you do get them, and throw it as a gift. You see what I mean? So instead
Very
of
interesting.
topping up yourself with your own money, some people would do that in order to level up their gifting level. You see what I
So
mean?
let's put it this way. So in theory, even though you can remove the money from your account, you might as well put the money back into making gifts into whatever you send back.
That's
What do you
first
think is the better bet?
money. They just want to do it for fun. They they
Oh,
they
some
they
people just do it.
they just Some people go to rooms with treasure boxes and they try to pick up. If they get coins, they'll use it to give. Just do
That's
it for
so
fun.
interesting. I've never seen that treasure box. I'll have to go take a look. So you said there are places in like there I've never checked out any places beyond the ones that I need to go look. I need to scope out like
But
TikTok more because I have not really analyzed it enough. Hi Dior. I'll tidy you up just now. Hi baby. Hi.
okay.
Yes, I know. He's waiting for food.
Um, am I? Can I? Oh, wow! We've talked for a long time.
For a
100.
long time. Yeah, no,
Okay.
absolutely. We can continue this conversation another time. I have stuff I need to do as well. I
Yeah, I
need to
need to.
work on my Poshmark. I have some work I need to do. I need to do my book that I need to finish putting together and all that stuff.
Okay.
But yes,
Well,
this was very, very and very interesting. I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much,
thank
Finny.
you,
I
Cindy.
really appreciate this. This was very cool. Oh, low battery. See, just in
Okay.
time.
Oh,
My phone's about to die.
okay.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Whoever is still here, we really appreciate it. And
And I'm sorry.
we will talk in the next one.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye.
Okay. How do I get off?
I'll
Oh.